What's up, everyone? Matt Gajewski here, back again with the Odd Shopper channel. And today we're talking some college football bets ahead of Thursday, week 7. Before we get started, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all other content goes live. We're also brought to you by Bet365. They have a limited time offer for you guys. If you are in the states, Kentucky, Ohio, New Jersey, Virginia, Iowa, Colorado, you can make a $10 deposit or more at Bet365. Make a $5 wager and instantly get $150 in the form of bet credits. These are limited time offers that help you boost your bankroll significantly. So take advantage of them when they're around because they won't be forever. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 21 to play, except in Kentucky where you can be 18. Take advantage of that link below. All right, we've got a 2-game slate. We kick things off with West Virginia taking on Houston. 2.5-point spread in favor of the Mountaineers. 51 total, and thank goodness we got some Big 12 on deck after, Wednesday's UTEP FIU slate. Sam Houston, New Mexico State nearly gave me a heart attack for how greasy it was. So breath of fresh air here. I took West Virginia minus 2.5. I'm fine with this number. Also thinking about the over a little bit, but to get into the spread, West Virginia, pretty talented team here. I think the biggest weakness they have is their secondary, which hasn't really been tested that much. They played Penn State, and I think they overachieved compared to what we expected. They still got clobbered, but they held up pretty well. They beat Pittsburgh, they beat Texas Tech, and they beat TCU. Those are all pretty good wins aside from Pittsburgh, especially, Texas Tech and TCU. Quality wins, and the yards per play, it actually reflects West Virginia doing well. This team is greasy. They have a 33% pass rate, so they're going to run. They're going to run Garrett Green, and they're going to fall back on this offensive line, which is really good. And they play slow, and they want to create volatile games and take advantage of you. That's going to be an issue for Houston to defend. This team is 90th in overall defense. They're 83rd in run defense. They've had some success against the pass, but where they've really struggled is against opposing rushers. They allowed UTSA's Kavorian Barnes 6.4 yards per carry. Amani Bailey rushed for 126. You most recently saw Taj Brooks at 101 yards and Cameron Valdez at 106 in the same game for Texas Tech. This Houston team has been beaten up by the run on numerous occasions. With that said, Houston has an advantage of their own. Donovan Smith, Samuel Brown, Manjack, Matthew Golden, these receivers have been awesome. And West Virginia is 104th in coverage. They haven't played a lot of teams that can exploit this. They did allow 325 to Drew Allar. That's concerning because he hasn't exactly been great this year. But then they had Chandler Morris at 298 yards. That was only 7.3 yards per attempt. They threw a ton. But they held Baron Morton to 4.3 yards per attempt, 158 yards. That's the Texas Tech Zach Kitley air raid. So they've been able to stop the pass at times. They are missing a couple guys on defense. Keyshawn Cobb's out for the year. Trey Latham, their linebacker's out for the year. You also had Aubrey Burks get carted off in their last game. He's a safety. So they're pretty weak in the secondary. If you're not comfortable with West Virginia on the spread, I think over 51.5 could be a decent play. Pace doesn't work in your favor. West Virginia's really slow. Houston's actually fast. But you have two advantages for both teams. West Virginia should run. Houston should be able to pass, especially with some of those injuries. If you're scared of the spread, I do not hate looking to the over. Second game, we go to SMU versus East Carolina. Very difficult game to handicap. SMU is a 12-point favorite. The total is 49.5. It's coming down. SMU's 31st in pace. East Carolina's 63rd. Both these teams try to play fairly fast. Right now, SMU is at 49% pass rate. East Carolina 53.5. These teams throw a lot. The over is a little greasy, but you could maybe look at this just from game environment stuff. I think SMU certainly does their part. This team is 39th in total offensive efficiency. Good offensive line. They've kept Preston Stone clean, only a 22% pressure rate. They're in the top 40 in pass blocking and run blocking, a little better in run blocking here. And they're a team that should find success really any way they want to. You look at East Carolina's defense, 76th in both run D and coverage. They don't rush the passer at all. This team was 96th in total defense. They lost to Rice most recently. Their only victories against Gardner-Webb allowed 43 to App State, 31 to Marshall, and they played Michigan, who just took their foot off the gas. Tons of issues with this East Carolina team, especially on defense. I see no way East Carolina can stop this SMU team. My question is, can East Carolina put up any points? The answer is probably no. ECU is 130th in total offensive efficiency. There's only 3 teams worse than them in the country. They're 133rd in pass blocking. They have the worst pass blocking metrics of any team in the entire country. 100th in run blocking, so not much better there. On defense, SMU is 50th against the run, 3rd in pass rush, 82nd in coverage. I have not taken this game yet, but man, you're going to have to really talk me hard out of not playing SMU under 2 scores here. I think this is fully SMU or pass. I've done my deep dive. I don't think injuries are really preventing anyone from betting this game. Only real things to monitor with SMU are guard Justin Osborne and safety Brandon Crossley, whereas East Carolina has been without a lot of guys. Richard Pierce, their guard, missed last game. Jarrett Gardner, receivers, missed last game. Marlon Gunn's been out. You've lost Elijah Morris at defensive tackle and Devon King at safety. I think injuries also work in SMU's favor. So very good chance I play the Mustangs here, but haven't quite just yet. We'll see where the line goes throughout the day. We'll look for an SMU play later. Let me know in the comments what you think of these plays. Otherwise, we'll be back doing Friday and Saturday. Betting You is already out, myself and Ben Raza. Check that out. It's the full slate of games, the marquee games on Saturday. Until next time, good luck, everyone. We will see you later.